Got the whole crew here, and I got invited over because it's my project. And just wanted to give an indication of how diligent these guys work, how long it's taken. The frustration on my level, of course I see the work done behind me. I can't explain how long this has taken and how much joy it gets out of these moments where I get to look at these designers, these fabricators and all this, and all what they do. And people start clicking in and out.
Yeah, just get this out of the way.
Eating their knees.
If you want one.
How you feeling there?
Crowded.
I'm 6'5". How do you think I feel?
Still, I think we can fit it right here. Christ.
Don't kill me, man.
It's like, this.
You're clear, 100%.
Yeah.
You're clear.
That's that wheel, right?
Yeah, that's that wheel grinding.
You're clear. You're clear. You're clear. Tim, look at me.
Watch it.
Cut it hard. This way. There you go. Now go ahead and go on back. You're clear.
All right.
I'll start screaming if you get close.
Look, he even got the controls right. How's the power feel?
It's absolutely perfect. It's not killing it, and it's stalled.
Uh-oh. You gotta put that clutch in.
Hey!
No, it actually makes it sound like racing. You gotta remember too, there's no interior in the car. It hasn't been soundproofed yet, so a lot of that stuff will kind of go down.
Here you go. Ooh, hit a bump. It's turning.
Splash!
Right.
You feel the regen too?
Yeah. It's obviously it's sprung and the camber's all off because it's all over the. But it fucking goes pretty good.
That's good. That's good.
Look at it. Look at the lines of this car. Look at the way you got to visualize the next couple of weeks. We get the front end on it, the way it sits, and I think it's too low. Bodie disagrees. I think it's the chop is gorgeous. But the chop is gorgeous, except you can't see out of it. There is that. The bottom line is this seat has to go as low as possible, and it's got to go back about 20%. I mean, at 20% lean.
Yeah, it's gonna get pretty easy.
Yeah, and then we had to fit. Then the steering wheel needs adjusting because you can't see shit out of this car. At night, this is going to be, just guesswork.
Did anyone drive the car prior to this to realize that you couldn't see out of it?
It's really got a nice pickup, and it's got some go to it. But that's not why it's here. Once we get settled in and it'll be quiet, it'll be nice. It's a cruiser. It's a fucking cruiser. That's what it.
A cruiser with a lot of power behind it if you need it.
Yeah.
At 40 miles an hour, this car comes alive because the way the gearing is.
It's just a little crampy, spooky. I think when it gets back there and there's less noise, you don't have wind blowing in your face. That also. Eddie drove it and he knew it was. He didn't say it until he got to me. He says he's 6'5", I think, and I'm 5'11 and a half or 6 foot almost. And he said it was a lot of this. When he was doing the video originally in it, he just kept driving. He goes, "This is great." And I think he stopped when he was doing that. He didn't tell me until yesterday, or when we did this, that, oh yeah, I could barely see out of it. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it, people. We have to figure this out. That's the problem. I have to figure out what I'm going to do about it. Don't know what I'm going to do about it. I guess you'll see. So I want you to come in there. I'm gonna sit in there. And how much lower can I get my driving position?
We're gonna have to ditch these springs altogether, and I'll probably find a way to get you as close to the floor as we can. And I don't know how much farther we can go because we still need to have it be adjustable, right?
No.
No? So maybe if they find a way to fix this thing straight on the floor, that'll give us.
Well, we can't. I think we could. I wonder if it can't be halfway between this.
But before Eddie, when he purchased the car,
Oh no.
no, everyone just looked at the chop and said, "That's a beautiful."
No,
chop."
that's typical me. This is how the trouble I get into is I bought how many cars based on a chop. I love the rake of it. That's good looking. That's the look I'm after. Has anybody driven it?
Yeah, we're gonna need to get you as low as we possibly can. So there's not gonna be a whole lot of foam in this thing, but I can engineer it in a way that it'll still be comfortable for you. I mean, it might be hard for long trips, but get you in there.
Just rip my fucking pants. In there. Well, I said, what I got to do?
This guy right here.
Yeah, I just tore my fucking pants. This is great.
There's a sharp part on that thing, so heads up.
Just rip my fucking pants. Okay, okay, that's good. That'll be non-usable now.
But yeah, our goal is to get you down as far as we
Yeah,
can.
lower than this, and then this is unusable. It's got to be able to get down to here. Fuck, it is tight. Because I still don't know, what is this?
Wherever that blanket is right there is about 2.5 inches off the floor, so we can probably still get you down a little bit more.
Good, so lower better. This has got to get, Bodie said he can bring this down.
Drop the column a little bit.
Drop, because this is useless. I don't know what that, but I guess that's just for getting out. So that's, so
'Cause
the
the windshield
windshield is
flips up.
here.
Yep, that's your windshield.
So this is, I can't
12
see,
a.m.
because you can barely see out of this.
As far as the springs go, though, I can can the springs and start with a plywood base that might be able to attach to the lower portion of this frame so that we can build off of the plywood rather than dealing with this spring situation, you know?
Yeah.
We can make the foam whatever we want it to be. There's not going to be a whole lot of room for it, but we can do a combination of densities and change the profile so that your thighs have a little bit of
But what's the
lumbar.
ride? Is it bouncy?
Well, the problem is you get the wrong spring rate in the car. We've added so much weight to this vehicle that it needs to be resprung. It's just sitting too low.
So that's then the compromise between these springs would help now, but without these springs, if we change without the springs in the seat rather.
Yeah, once you get suspension travel, it's going to change your whole character.
So then it'll be still drivable without these
Yeah.
springs. Because if I can get down an inch at least,
Yeah.
and then have this thing,
I would
think you
like
got
you
an
to
inch in
come
there.
sit in it before I covered it
got
in the
an inch
final
in there.
layer,
Yeah,
just so
yeah,
we
yeah.
can make sure that it's close
Fuck
to what
yeah,
you're
yeah,
feeling.
yeah.
That way we don't make a mistake and have to redo the whole seat all over again or something. This book right here has some nice options that I like to use. One of the pictures that you liked that Brett sent me was this particular product here. That's this one. This photo.
this is rich though. I like this.
Yeah, it's got a little more red hue.
Do we go with this to match the dash? This, either one of those is going to go.
Whatever the painter ends up doing should have a sample of the material we're going to use just so they can get the tones right, potentially.
And then you're going to figure out where to do this, even if you go down and if the less is high, fuck yeah. Then what about this one? If you've watched this for quite a while, you've seen how long this has taken and mistakes have been made. I'm just grateful to the progress and the process of this, about putting stuff together like this. Encouraging all these guys talking about tones and browns and this. I love this process. It's frustrating to see how long this has taken. I'm excited about it. And I ripped my pants. I sat in there and ripped a nice pair of slacks, getting in the chair, and that's really all I was thinking about. I went in to use the bathroom just now, and that's all I'm really thinking about. I burst out laughing. The whole day is me going, and I ripped a pair of pants.
A skirt around here that
Yeah.
pop off to get to it easily.
You want to get after it if you need them. But is there any heat transference through those?
No.
So you could bundle them into put them into a.
That's all low voltage.
Yeah.
Does anything need to be breathable potentially in the front or the back? That needs to
We'll find out.
Well, actually, to the point, this battery pack did sit at a very high voltage for a very long time, and that's like terrible for them. So this battery pack has lost its range of how long it could go. So if that ever becomes a problem, batteries now are much cheaper than they were 5 years ago. We do want to be able to service this if need be. So these bottom buckets where they come out, if you could do when you're doing the interior, make sure that we could get to that and open them up. I already told you where we have our computer panels in the back. That needs to be accessible very easily. So if they need to do a reflash.
First priority is function.
Yeah.
Easy out, easy in. So whatever, I don't care what it looks like. Functional's first. Be able to get these batteries. So what do you guess the range is?
140 right now is what I pulled out of it, but once again, we want to cycle this a few more times to see where everything kind of lines up. Because as the computer learns what the state of charge is, that may adjust on you. So I put 140 miles through this pack. We still had some charge left over-ish, but it was getting kind of low. And I didn't start with a full charge because we were testing things or running it at the shop, and then we did our 100-mile loop for a couple days on the weekend. But if that ever becomes a problem and it's an issue, we want to be able to pull the batteries out of the car.
All right, good.
I was just thinking too, off the top of my head, I might be able to make the seat bottom just pop in and out like a boat cushion. So instead of having it hinge off the front like that, I could potentially just make it so you can pop that whole thing out and just get right underneath the seat that way to get the seat out fast. But I don't know. I'll have to figure out more as I go.
Think function first, because I said that it'd be better. However it is, the primary thing is serviceability. You know, so like it said, you flip 2 switches, seat comes out, they pop the thing up, new batteries. So that's what this is. It's the gas tank for this. All right, so the system is you got to finish up your deal, and then it goes back down
To Rex.
and then but you'll have the dash panels figured out. Those would go up before that. The front end, the piece. I'm thinking about detail stuff like that.